I'm not. So you're. What was the thing you were saying before? That women are more cooperative?
Well, I think women tend to make more peaceful leaders.
Well, I mean, they've done analysis of monarchs, for example, and they found that queens were much more likely to wage war than kings. How do you reconcile that?
I mean, I think I would need to be more educated about monarchies, but I don't think that can be applied to democratic societies like in modern times.
Okay, I mean, the thing is, though, is if you were to take these specific examples that you gave, what did you say, Finland and Norway?
New Zealand, too. Mexico.
Okay, New Zealand isn't really,
Iceland.
I mean,
Mexico?
is New Zealand currently involved in any military conflicts? Like, it's kind of a very isolated nation.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you say it tends to be better to not have a lot of
But do you think, for example, do you think it's easier to remain, when it comes to warfare, isolated or protected from warfare when you're a small island nation in Oceania? Did I say that? Oceania? Versus like you share multiple borders in Central or Western Europe?
Well, yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, okay. I mean, I it's not really compelling, anything you've said there, but
That's okay. I'm also not a political debater. I thought this was a dating show.
Yeah, but no, in modern times, anytime a woman has been prime minister, president, or leader, the country tends to see a lower crime rate, a better GDP, and just a better economy.
lower crime
overall.
rate. Hold on,
Yeah.
but there are still, how does that occur?
I don't know the mechanism by which it occurs. I just know that does seem to go along with it.
Where I've never heard that statistics. That
Mexico.
All of a sudden,
Mexico is low crime rate?
No, it's dropping since they've had Mexico's crime rate has been dropping significantly since they elected their president.
Run by gangsters. The woman that's leading it right now is like panicked and hiding under her desk.
Yeah, well, she has a
Wait.
problem with cartels, sure, but it's better than it has been
wait,
previously.
I'm just curious.
Is that why
though.
everyone's moving here?
So you're saying when
They're
there's
not.
more,
I've
when
been to
there's-
Mexico, and it's a huge community of
why
people
are
that
they
don't want
sad
to
about
leave.
moving back then? There
That's,
has to be a reason.
Wait, but you're saying when there's more female involvement or influence, society is better. That's your position?
Well, my position is that when women are allowed more opportunities to obtain positions of leadership, generally society tends to reap the benefits. For example, when you see more women who become high earners, typically women tend to contribute more to charities and to give more money away. And much of that could be because women are socialized or taught to be more benevolent in general or to put other people first and be caretakers. So I
mean, I haven't seen the data on women give more to charity or whatever. But I guess my question to you is, if it is the case that female influence has this sort of amazing trickle-down effect on society, and when women have more influence, that leads to better societies, has the single motherhood increased since the, say, 1930s, 1940s, 1950s?
a single motherhood
Single
increase?
motherhood, yeah. So these would be family dynamics where boys and daughters are raised pretty much entirely by women. Has the single motherhood rate increased or decreased?
Well,
what does that have to do with who's leading the country?
Hold on, she's making a general statement about like women having more influence in society, not strictly just about positions of power.
I think we were talking about positions of
We've
power
been
and
talking
those
about
who
a
are
million
leading it.
things, and we're all over the place. I'm just examining her worldview.
Yeah, okay, but if you have a woman who's in a capitalist society who now has to fill both roles of both parents, who has to rear the children, and who also has to earn to support the family, and she's doing so on a single income, yes, that is going to make things a bit more difficult within the family dynamic,
Right,
and I
but
don't
there's
think you
also
can
single
compare.
fathers, and all the statistics that we have when it comes to comparisons between single fathers and single mothers. It seems like the children fare way better when they're just with a single father than with
That
a
is
single
because
mother.
a single father never doesn't have help going into that. He has
that seems like a
neighbors, he has family, he
baseless
has other
assumption.
people. It's not baseless. I've seen single
women-
fathers, and they always have somebody there willing to help out. But women are expected to child rear the entire
You're-
brunt of it when
You're
they're a single
pulling
mother.
this completely out of your ass.
I'm not.
You're pulling the okay. So men, when they're single fathers, they have the community just surrounds them, and they just get all the support and all the benefits and all the privileges. And these poor single mothers, they're just nobody wants to help, and they just get laughed at and blah blah blah.
Certainly,
That's
some single mothers have familial support, but not all. And
I
it's
think
But why-
men get
okay,
praised for
why would-
taking
so
on
you're
that role,
saying-
but women
Yes.
don't.
what's that?
Men get praised, like not praised, but like when they're single dads, like they're looked at like, wow, you're such a good guy or whatever. But women, it's like, oh, like what'd you do? Like you single mom, like just men are like looked at as like a like.
Do you think? I mean, I guess is society better now than it was? I don't know, 50, 60, 70 years ago.
In a lot of ways, yes, I think so.
The social cohesion, social fabric, is it better now?
I mean, I can't comment on
Crime's
every
down.
aspect of society,
What's that?
but
crimes down.
yeah, and like women have the ability to, make their own money now, and
Is it?
Crime has been falling.
Well,
yeah,
There's a lot of factors related to crime. For example, if they put lead in the gasoline and they directly linked the removal of lead from gasoline to lowering crime rates.
Yeah, but we've all got plastic in us
I
at this
think
point.
crime's done because of like cameras and
I was
science
gonna
and the
say
way that
social
people
media
get
and
caught. I
stuff.
don't think it has anything to do with
Like, you could
women.
be doing
It
something
has
out in the
everything to do with
streets, yeah.
technology. It has nothing to do with women.
yeah, like you don't know who's
That's why
watching.
crime's
Is
and all
crime
that.
actually down though? I mean,
How
I don't
can
even
be?
think
It
They're
is.
rioting in L.A. I mean, seriously.
They're making it. Media makes it bigger than what it
Yeah.
is, though.
You just see things
I've-
more now.
I've-
No, it's crazy
Look,
nuts.
I guess just my confusion here is if it is the case that society functions better under a matriarchy, and matriarchy would imply not just like government rule, but also within the familial structure. At no point in history has there been more female influence than today when it comes to single motherhood. So women have the majority of influence in the household. They make up the majority of teachers all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade. There's a predominance of women in education and as single mothers. So how could it possibly be you have boys and daughters who the majority of their life the authority figures in their life are women, the moms and all the teachers. It's not clear to me if society has improved.
I think
You don't
that's
think
why
society's improved?
Well, it depends by what metric.
It's
I think there's way more, quite a bit of polarity.
With what? Politically?
Yeah, sure. Politics, just social cohesion.
It's just that people can voice their opinions now more than they could back in the 50s. In the 50s, your opinion, only the people around you had to put up with that shit. Now everybody has to listen to whatever's on Twitter or Instagram, or anybody that has a camera phone can make themselves
right,
heard.
and that has degraded social cohesion.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think that's women.